guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. Now this morning I came across something on Facebook. It was on one of those platforms that I follow, and basically it was a clippings of someone live. The person, DMG, she was saying that she lost 2 contracts because of her behavior in Jamaica. She said that she made a foolish mistake. She said she used to say she don't want no ambassador, nothing. And she could have worked with a whole heap of people, but because they say her head not stable, she can be on her live and somebody says something on her head chip. And because of that, a lot of person, it seems, decided that they don't want to work with her. She said she need to take her advice, and if she was doing that, she would have reached further in her life. And you see, when I listen to her, I smile to myself. And the reason why I smile to myself is a lot of times people believe that when they're on social media, they're big, they're mighty, and they're powerful. They can say and they can do anything. They don't realize that every single thing that you say on social media, somebody is sitting down, listening, watching. All if you're in the dark, they know who you are. They're sitting down, listening to what you have to say. And sometimes it can have some serious consequence on your profession or any business that you want to go in. And because of that, you have to be very careful. Now, this is a woman. If she come on her platform and she talks something, and you are not in agreement with it, and you decide that, okay, you're going to say something, guess what you're going to do? She's going to come out and her head got chip, and me can't tell her that for sure. But in spite of everything, we need to understand that no matter the position that you're in, you have to learn to humble yourself. And not everybody will come and say something that you're not in agreement with, you're supposed to answer. Sometimes you're supposed to hear, and when you hear, you just smile and leave it alone. And that's the reason why I always say to persons, you have to learn to be above, not beneath. Because you see, when you can listen to the negativity, when you can hear a person give their opinion and you don't allow your head to chip, it shows your maturity. But the sad thing about it is that a lot of us will learn the hard way. And I think that is what happened. She lost her contracts, and based on that, she understands, say, I know everybody she fi answer to. I know everything will happen. She fi come and make her head chip. So she learn. And sad to say, you have some out there sitting, listening. They will never learn. They will never learn. And because of that, opportunities will just pass them by. Just pass them by. And you have to understand, when you have a big platform, people look up to you. You can be brand ambassador for a whole heap of people, but you see, sometimes you have companies, especially certain uptown companies and so forth, that want to attract certain clients. You have to understand that they don't want to be associated with the bagger. They don't want the drama to be surrounded with the brand. And that is what persons fail to understand. If you're working somewhere, even if you're not in your uniform, you have to remember you're representing that organization. So you have to be careful what you say and what you do, because persons are going to look on and they're going to say, but wait, now she the other day me say I work over there, so now she the other day me say I do promotion for such and such. What kind of smarty that them have? I do promotion for them. Oh, me no want nothing to do with them because of that person. That person there too ghetto. That person there too this. That is what persons will say. Because you have some people, they will sit, they will listen, and because of the negativity, because of the mix-up, they don't want nothing at all to do with it. So they will stay far. And a whole heap away, we don't understand that. We don't understand that social media right now, it is such a powerful thing. It can build you and it can break you. You have some people on social media, they come on social media, they expect that when they're on social media, they're going to get rich, they're going to make one bag of money. But guess what? Because of their behavior on social media, before they make money, them lose. Because before they attract customers to them run the people they turn them off. So nobody no one support the business because of their behavior. And I would want for each and every one of you to look at all of the so-called business people on social media. Look at the set that is succeeded. When you look at those, you realize it's not the set that is in the mix up in the drama. And a perfect example is the chef. When you look at her and the way she has success, she not deal with mix up. And I believe that is the reason why, because she focused on her business. And guess what? People now hear her name call up in the one bag of thing. And because of that, they will continue to support her. So as much as how, when you listen and everything, people will say, but maybe she never want those contracts, maybe this and that. You have to understand that every little dollar nowadays count. So if a $10 you did I get from it, guess what? That $10 could have do something. So every little mucker, it matter. So make sure say the behavior reflect the organization that you're working with. If it is a baga company, say you can come with the baga behavior. If it's a uptown company, remember they don't want the drama. They don't want the mix up to be called up in the name and so forth. And I don't think people realize, sometimes you'll be working with these organizations and people see you in their shirts doing the promotion for them. And you would be surprised to know that behind the scene, somebody influential will call them and say, hey, I'm not in agreement with that person who you have doing the promotion for you. This is one of their big top client. They don't want to lose them. So what do you think the person will do? They rather drop you than lose the customer who has spent much money with them for years. They would rather to let you go. And you have some, they will look and they will say, oh, that person is good, I like what you're doing. But you have to understand that at times it depends on the type of client that you want to attract. You see, if you want to attract a certain client, you use a certain type of individual. If you want to attract another set, you better go for that type of person to attract them. So you have to be very careful what you put out there. It can build you and it can break you. A lot of persons don't want to be ambassador. A lot of persons have their regular 9 to 5 and so forth. So they have all of that they have to focus on. A lot of persons don't want anything to do with social media. But in the end, you have to decide what you want. And you have to decide what is going to be more beneficial to you. Carrying on with the baga mix up and the baga behavior, or being respectful, understanding that every single soul have their opinion. You might not agree with it. You might not be in agreement with the way the person deliver it. You might not be in agreement with the person critique you, but you have to remember that it's their opinion. Whether they put a negative comment, whether they say something, it is their opinion and you just have to respect it. You have to understand. You have to know where you want to go. So if it is more contract you want, you have to know that you have to put on the behavior to attract those business that is going to come and give you the opportunity to promote them. Because you might be looking and you might be saying that, I am going to bring them more customers and so forth. But you have to understand, it's going to be beneficial two-way to the organization and to you. So people, please understand that what you post on social media, the behavior that you put out there, it will affect you some way or the other. People sitting down, looking, watching. So you have to make sure that every single thing that you do, you promote love, unity, and respect.